So our first 7 players. Tony Mastermind, what do you think of these 7?
Man, well, it was a great game. I feel like we had a lot of people that went out that really could have been winners. In these first 7, we had, of course, Gordon, who was a returning player.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Unluckiest Levi let down there. That was
It
unfortunate
was
going
bad.
out right.
It didn't
I
go
believe
well
that was
for him.
right before jury,
Yep.
and that was unfortunate the way they went out. Brenda Lee Mason was a great character. Just you guys didn't get to see much of it because you were playing the game, but you will see. Brenda Lee Mason was great.
Memorable. You're really going to see about our friend Sherman here. This guy,
Oh,
he went out early, but he had stuff wrapped up.
I'd say of the 7, Sherman Walters probably had the best chance of winning of these 7.
I think Sherman played one of the strongest games. It was short, but in the whole show. Though I do like how Raven came on at the end after she came back from exile. She took over that Tolo Beach. I think she could have made some big moves too. But
Agreed.
what you're about to see is you're about to see a journey. Our 3 finalists are going to be going on a path to the final tribal council, and along this path they're going to find the torches of all 15 people who have come before them. They're going to stop. One of them will say a little comment, a little memory of their time with the other player, and then we're going to get a little words from the player themselves. Are you guys ready for this journey?
I think that was a resounding yes. I think everybody's ready.
Everyone loves it. Everyone's ready. And first stop. Unfortunately, I didn't have the privilege to talk to Mr. Scott, but just by looking at him, I know we'd get along. From the words of Maddi.
Jesse Scott couldn't be reached for comment. He was last seen boarding Oceanic Flight 815 in Sydney, as per an unnamed reality Dice Sims producer.
I'm sure that went well for him. He was a weird little guy. Gone too soon, says Libby.
The only statement Gordon made during an incredibly awkward interview attempt was, "I know my rights. I watch People's Court," according to that same unnamed reality Dice Sims producer.
Oh man, another lawsuit, just what we needed on the season. I really like her. I think she's a really cool girl who played the game hard, and if she lasted to merge, would have been a force to be reckoned with, says Maddi.
It was a life-changing experience. I learned a lot about myself and grew as a person during my time on the island, said Raven Slater.
Oh man, Raven really grew, man. She grew on me. Some grew. I mean, there was growth happening. I can tell you this much. Sherman was brave. He did many things I'm not sure I would have done, but he was brave. In the words of Salmon.
Sherman Walters was passed out drunk under a pool table when we arrived for his interview. A slightly more coherent patron did offer his thoughts, however. I may be drunk, miss, but in the morning I will be sober and you will still be ugly, according to an unnamed reality Dice Sims producer.
Oh man, we sent the ugly one out? God damn it. Can't really remember having any interactions. I'm sure she was nice though, says Libby.
I learned that at the end of the day, the only person that will ever be there for me is the Lord himself, according to Brenda Lee Mason.
Oh man, the Lord is always with you. 2 foot in the sandprint or some shit like that. I don't remember the exact story. Adam was very friendly. Salmon.
Survivor really very quickly became home to me, and to be told I had to leave that home, that was hard. But rest assured, I'll be back.
Oh shit.
Adam's done.
Oh, he's coming back, Tony.
Hey, see, he hit us with the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Probably the most heartbreaking elimination of the season, according to Libby.
Unlucky, according to Libby Violet.
One word, huh? One word.
Didn't have much for us. I don't blame Lee Violet.
So that brings us to the jury. We had 6 players who fought hard, but unfortunately they came just short. And the next 8 players all made the jury. And almost some of them made it to the end.
Even more potential winners in this group, man.
Yeah.
It was a strong cast overall. But we had some people that fought super hard, and that tended to be their downfall. Was the theme of this season.
Yeah. Not very many duds sitting up here, I can tell you that much. Lots of potential winners.
Sure.
If you had to give one of these ladies a smooch, who would it be?
Oh man, well, I think there's a spot right in between 2 ladies that Tony Mastermind could very easily occupy.
You to take just one smooch. Who's it gonna be?
I'm pleading the fifth on that one. There's a spot right in between 2 ladies that I see that Tony Mastermind could easily occupy.
So Tony Mastermind's gonna kiss nobody. Indigo, with her wife's approval, is gonna get a sweet, sweet Cheyenne smooch on the way out.
All right, you do that. Tony Mastermind's running away with his 2 girlfriends.
Tony Mastermind's he's got a spot. He's gonna kiss some wood, is what I heard. And here we go. Our first juror. Izzy was very strategic and was a tough player, in the words of a fish.
It wasn't what I came out here to find, but I left with a woman that I love. Isabel Graham.
Oh, she found love, and it wasn't on Tinder. Or maybe it was.
In a hopeless place.
Hell yeah. Robert was one of the smartest players in the game, according to a scaly fish boy.
Cheerio, mate. Pip, pip. It didn't end up how I wanted, but it was easily one of the best times in my life. Robert Briggs.
Oh man, he's got a long life, a lot of experiences to pull from. What a monster! Too much of a target to last, unfortunately. In the words of Libby Teens.
I think this is a game that tests your morality, and at the end of the day, I feel like mine came out intact. I can't say the same for all my competitors.
Billy Rose.
Ooh. Who you think she's talking about there?
Oh, I don't know. That was some shade right there. That was pretty shady. Could have been, I don't know. They definitely had some rivals.
What can I not say about Shay? She is a great friend who I made on this island, a great fisherwoman, and I can't wait to see her outside this island and meet her horses. Her friend, Maddi Rose.
It was something. It had its good and bad. I gave it my all. Tori Cheyenne.
She did. She tried everything except for getting out of her corner. She stayed in that corner every try.
Yeah, or up top of a tree. One of the two.
Sammy was one heck of a competitor, said Salmon.
What I remember most is sucking at comps. Again. Sammy Styles.
Oh, man. It says he won 2 challenges. Unfortunately, those were both as a tribe.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's better on the football field than he is a survivor.
Kat is a challenge beast who played a great game. I really enjoyed my time with her on this island. Maddi Rose.
This has been a life-changing experience for me. I've learned so much about myself and met some amazing people that I want in my life forever. I'll always remember catching a fish down there.
Oh, shit.
Kat Azalea.
I think that is the quote of the season. Would you agree, Tony?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, catch a fish while you're down there, definitely. I think everybody should just work that into their life motto. Just, hey, catch a fish while you're down there.
When you think back to Survivor Solomon Islands, everybody will remember that Kat caught a fish for us.
Yeah, while she was down there.
I loved all the different versions of tea we got. My favorite was NATO tea. He's a survivor. I'll give him that. Madison Rose.
All right, hold on. Here we go. We actually got 3 different comments for the NATO T. So first off was T-Dog. He said, I'll never forget the puma I saw with Gil on the beach. Woo, 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 woo. And then we got NATO T. He came out with a little bit of a hurricane style. He was like, I'll never forget the puma I saw with Gil on the beach. And it was like all windy and shit. I don't know how that happened. And then we also got one from Dr. T at the end. He just said, my prognosis is I'll never forget the puma I saw with Gil on the beach. That was Dr. T.
I wonder how many pumas we had on this island. That was terrifying.
You know, I guess he would have technically saw it through 6 eyes. So.
Oh my God, too many. 2 more and he would have been a spider. Maybe that was his final evolution.
Oh, who knows? The world may never know.
He played hard. Possibly that was his downfall, according to Libby.
This game has had so many twists and turns and so many highs and lows that it's been a whirlwind as turbulent as the weather on these islands. Gil Finley.
Man, this is just thinking about the great 15 players that we just memorialized. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you for coming. You made this game fun to host. You guys kept throwing us for a loop, doing things we never intended, never expected. And I'm really happy to see in just a few moments the close, the final tribal council, and see which one of our 3 winners goes home with the money.
Yeah, it was a great game, guys. I appreciate you guys dedicating however many of the last months of your lives with us to go through this experience, and you guys made it well worth us hosting it. Yes, it was a great game played. I can't wait to see how it all ends up, and I know we're gonna keep going strong till the very end here.
Let's get one last Tony prediction. Who's the winner, Tony?
Ooh, all right. So we have Salmon, we have Libby, and we have Madison. Man, my personal pick of who I think is going to be able to convince the jury to be the sole survivor is going to be Madison. It's going to be a challenge because there might be some upset feelings on the jury, but I think she inevitably can do it in the end.
Madison played an amazing game. Nobody got here on a bad game, but I think Madison played one of the best of all players. But like you said, she has a very, very upset jury. So she's going to have to work her ass off with this tribal council, and I believe she could do it. I'm going to
I do agree with you, though, that all 3 people that made it to the end here played a fantastic game and deserve to be here, and all have a case to make here at the end. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off your prediction there.
No, I appreciate it. Everyone deserves it. I think this is last season. I will say even both seasons we've gotten to in this server, I think there was a favorite coming to the tribal council. The other people had to work their ass off to try to unseat them. I don't think there's a favorite here. I think whoever does the best at this tribal council will win. I think any of the 3 of them could win this.
I'd agree with that.
My pick, and this is based off her history, I'm going with Libby. Libby has been under pressure in these tribal councils, and I have just been shocked by some of the ways she's commanded it. I think she's very good at answering and just uses her words powerfully. Salmon, I wanted to pick Salmon. I think he has a great game, but we have not seen the Salmon stand up. But hopefully he gets a little splash attack and transforms into a Gyarados at this final tribal council.
Yeah, we certainly will see. I agree. Hey, Salmon, you were the one that wasn't picked by the 2 hosts. You have, just go out there and prove us wrong, man.
Hell
because,
yeah.
Think how good that would feel. You go out here and win after both of us didn't choose you.
Yeah, this is what we know. Thank you guys for coming through, and let's have a fun tribal council.
Yes, sir.